This is the NFL on EA Sports, and football has returned to America's finest city, San Diego, California. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chargers of San Diego.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
You talk about the defense for these Chargers.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A credit to tackle to Juan Thornhill. This defense for the Vikings, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This is 2nd and 8.
Throwing Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Jones.
Now a deep one for Johnston. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's more on the return. It's a 45-yard punt and a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets to...
I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
I agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
First down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. He missed on his first three passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
The Chargers sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big 30-yard play on third.
And the Chargers.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Here's Jones off the bootleg. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Lad McConkey his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
To the air with McCarthy. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Odafe Owe able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Here's McCarthy. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Looks again for T.J. Hawkinson, and he's got him again. And out of bounds right around the 20.
T.J. Hawkinson.
Charles, Thursday night game, what do you think? A lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Hey, check up.
On the ground, it's Jefferson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
He's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard there. That'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
4th and goal.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
For the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
San Diego, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Operating from the gun, Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
19, 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Quentin Johnston, 33 yards. And the Chargers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Vikings 3.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
For the Chargers.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find the way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw.
McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the back.
It to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll find Jones again, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. McCarthy operating from the gun. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are back within a score. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14 to 10.
The score, Chargers 14. Vikings 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Open man right side. That's McCarthy. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
It's a gain of 14
Another
yards.
nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for the defender to shadow him across all that.
And they'll get him down as
as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Trap roll 80. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A gain of 9
What a methodical
yards.
drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on a deep ball.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
Throwing left sideline there, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Throwing to start the drive.
McCarthy. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Open man, that's Felton.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 43-yard line.
2nd down and a yard. Now they'll change things up. Second and 1. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And they do finally get him at the 12.
It's a gain of 45.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First down, Vikings.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Minnesota.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 24-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half.
17. Vikings 13. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think the coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
29-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Wrap up, cut 19. Cut 19. Warrior 70.
Now Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
They will run for it with Hampton.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
They'll set up the screen to Hampton.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Trying to run for it with Hampton.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
70 line, Bravo, 80. 79 Bravo. Kill, turn up.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
That's another.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
An inside give to Jones. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. Catch is made by Hopkinson, the tight end. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's another.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup.
Let's go. Let's go.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short.
He was brought down
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
A loss of a yard.
That was a huge play on third down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. They'll try here for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the bootleg, Jones. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Lions.
Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
J.K. Scott.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
38-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. 2nd and 7. Here's McCarthy. Now they'll tuck this and run. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. To the air with McCarthy.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
Jones going to be hit and not at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Jones again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Aaron Jones
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Vikings are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
19 tight, 19.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for the Bolts. 53 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
That's complete to his running back, Hampton.
He's in for a Charger touchdown.
Omarion Hampton
From 17 yards out.
And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down the middle before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll go again to Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. McCarthy going to sneak it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Setting out to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll check this one down to Hampton.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but the Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
60, 19 Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now Rudolph.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Intended for Oronde.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. Rudolph. He'll try and do this himself. That one complete to McConkey. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now they're audible to something else.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing here, Rudolph. Open man right side, that's McConkey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
27 more
All
yards.
3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Rudolph.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Rudolph's pass. Complete.
Here's second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3. At the 7-yard line.
Rudolph now to throw. He'll dump this off to Hampton, complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and get the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts,
4-yard line.
as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Second down, goal to go.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
Now it's Rudolph. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Dicker down attack on the extra point.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Vikings 34, Chargers 31.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here.
For the Chargers.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those